So here's the thing to people who maybe see us as delusional, to people who see us as maybe forcing things when we believe that this Bafana Bafana team has got the potential to do great things. We've never ever said Bafana Bafana is going to win the World Cup. We've never said so. But one thing that we've always pushed is that this team has the potential to do great things. And one of the things that we've been rooting this team to do is to get out of the group stages and manage the round of 32. For us, this is like winning the World Cup. Hence, you see the happiness that's been going around. Hence, you see how many people have been so excited. We don't care who does it for us. We don't care which player comes from Orlando Pirates, from Mamelodi Sundowns, from Chipa United, Kaizer Chiefs. As long as this team, as long as Bafana Bafana as a team can achieve those great things, that's all that we've been asking, and that's why we've been supporting this team so much. That's why when we crash out of the Afcon last 16, we were so sad because of we know the potential that this team has. That's why when Hugo Bros and his tactics failed against Mexico, we crashed out because we know the potential that this team has. So don't be shocked for us being happy that this Bafana Bafana has made it to the round of 16. For us, this is like winning the World Cup itself. And if for some reason Canada goes on and upsets us, at this point it no longer matters anymore because we've achieved the very thing that we wanted. The one thing that we've always wanted is Bafana Bafana to do better than the last time they were in the FIFA World Cup in 2010. That was 16 years ago, and they crashed out of the group stages. That's what we wanted for them to achieve better than what they did in 2010. Before 2010, still in I believe it was in 2002, Bafana Bafana crashed out of the group stages. 1998, Bafana Bafana crashed out of the group stages. So we always wanted Bafana Bafana to do better. When they go into a tournament, we want them to do better than what they've done previously in that very same tournament. The next AFCON, whoever the coach will be in Bafana Bafana as Hugo Boss will be leaving after this FIFA World Cup, we're asking for a very same thing. You crashed out of the group stages, right? Yeah. Then go on and maybe crash out in the semifinals or win the AFCON. Remember the previous AFCON we've crashed out of in the semifinals. So the expectation in the last edition of the AFCON, the 2024 AFCON is the one we crashed out of the semifinals. So the last edition, this recent one, was the one that we expected maybe the final or winning AFCON. Because of we always want this team to do better than what they did last time. Simple as ABC. Right now we have reached the round of 32. If we crashed out, fine, we'll be at OR Tambo. I know personally, if there are no reasons that will be hindering me, I will be there welcoming this West Cup because of this is an achievement on its own. So if you are anti Bafana Bafana right now, it's all good. But I want you to understand why we are so excited. We don't see Bafana Bafana and see France. We don't see Bafana Bafana and see Argentina. We don't see Bafana Bafana and see Brazil, even though they were yellow like Brazil. No, we don't. We see Bafana Bafana and we see a team that represents South Africa and all of us South Africans, including you as a South African who don't want this team to do well. They represent you. If you can leave the country right now, wherever that you'll go, if you are going to a football nation or you meet someone who's very familiar with Bafana Bafana or football in general, they will, when you tell them you're a South African, they will tell you about Bafana Bafana. Your team did well. They won't say, the team that represented certain South Africans. They will say your team, you also. You see? So I want you guys to understand that matter. That if Bafana Bafana go, they can maybe pull out a fairy tale. A team that hasn't been into the World Cup for 16 years, they can maybe go win and win the World Cup. Who knows? God knows. But that's not something that we expected as their super fans, as their fans who really, really believe that they can do so great. As fans who believe that this country has so much potential to achieve great things, not only in football, in everything. That's why we are always in the forefront and advocating for this country to prosper in all fronts. Because we know the potential of the players that Bafana Bafana have. We know the potential of every South African that we meet on in our daily basis. That these people have the potential to do great things. That's why we want this country to prosper in all fronts. So for Bafana Bafana, this is an achievement for us. This is a big achievement, something that has never been achieved by Bafana Bafana. Coaches came, coaches left. Players came, players that we were rating so high. If you can remember that 2020, that 2010 team, we rated them so high. They have every star. Sorry, they have every star that you can wish for. Your Simpiwe Shabalala, your Steven Pienaar. It's unfortunate Benny McAfee had issues with SAF at the time, he couldn't make it. But they had every star that you can wish of. Your Katlego Mphela, your Renato Letsolanyane. People that we still today say these are the legends. And indeed they are. We're not taking anything from them. They are the legends. But they couldn't achieve what this young squad Hugo Broos that has built has managed to achieve. No. And we are happy that they achieved it. Should they go to the round of 16, that's a bonus. So that's all I want like you guys to understand. That whatever Bafana Bafana achieve from now on, it's a bonus to us. They go to the round of 16, that's a bonus. Quarterfinals, a bonus. Semi-finals, a bonus. Final, a bonus. Winning the World Cup, oh my God, that's even a shock. We will be shocked, even as people who support them. But we know the potential that this team has. We know that you can give us any team, be it even Argentina and France, they can hammer us 10-0. But there's one thing that will show the world, that this team got the potential to play anyone at any point at any time. You see? So Bafana Bafana against Canada tomorrow, Sunday at 9. It's gonna be an epic showdown. And I say Bafana Bafana to support that. I can tell you for free, we couldn't even ask better. This is like the better opponent to face right now, And if Canada beat us, then fine. But we couldn't ask better, because there were chances that we could have played a team like Germany. Early on in the knockout stages, it was so dangerous to play Germany, who are fresh out of a loss against Ecuador. Imagine what what exactly they are gonna do in the round of 16, in the round of 32. Sorry, but playing another host, be it Canada, is gonna be an epic showdown. Canada are beatable. They are not weak. I'm not saying Canada they are weak. They are not weak. At any point will I say Canada are weak. I've watched their match against Qatar, hammering Qatar. I believe it was 6-0. They played to a 1-1 draw against Bosnia in their first match. They recently lost, if my mind served me well, in their last match. They recently lost in their last match. But this is a good team. And it's good for a team like South Africa to play teams like Canada. We barely play a team that plays like Canada. So this is going to be a great test, And I so wish it was Hugo Broos who's going to see out Bafana Bafana the entire time. But he just caught up to him, so he must leave. But any coach who's going to come in should look at a match like this and you should look the match that we play against Mexico, Czechia, South Korea, and even Canada, because of this is where you get an assortment, like different teams who play different football, and see how we reacted every time we play these different teams and learn from there, because this team has a potential to become a dominant force in the African football. Bafana Bafana should be in the same pot as Senegal and Morocco by now. This is what we believe this team has. We are not saying this team, like I repeat, we are not saying this team is in the same pot as Argentina and Brazil, even Morocco themselves. But we play Morocco twice, and we play Morocco 3 times. We beat them twice. They beat us once. So I want to really say we are bad against Morocco, but we should be a dominating force. And I believe this is the spot that we deserve. Finishing second, Polymarket before the start of the World Cup said Bafana Bafana had 1% chance to make it out of the group stages. 1%, only for us to finish in the second position and qualify for the round of 32. We didn't finish as the third best team. Second position after being given a 1% chance. That's exactly what we want. Just 1%. Even against Canada, a lot will be said. Canada will be given all the odds that you can imagine. But here's the thing. Bafana Bafana will be there. South Africa versus Canada tomorrow, 9 o'clock. We will be there.